All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mortgage Coach Tuesday 10X interview. Every Tuesday, 9 o'clock Pacific. I am interviewing someone amazing and someone who I just think is what the market needs right now. I have interviewed Sean more times than I think I ever have this year because I believe that Sean Herrero is just a great representation of the modern mortgage advisor. And he is doing a lot of the things that I think every mortgage professional should be doing. So, what's up, Mr. Sean?
What is going on? How are you, my dude?
I'm doing good, brother. By
Good.
the way, do you have any more workshops or events coming to Newport Beach anytime soon?
First one will be January. First rebrand of the mindset event will be January 9th. And I'm pumped for it.
Are
It's
are
gonna be
you
good.
starting to build a list of people who to attend that yet? Has
Yeah.
anybody signed up?
Yeah. I haven't launched the tickets yet. I'm only gonna do 7 people max from now on. I'm gonna
Really?
make it a little, yeah. I'm gonna make it a little smaller. It just felt the last group was 7 and it just felt like the right number. So I'm gonna shrink the group a little bit more. Kind of 80-20 the whole thing. So no, I'm pumped for it. The reason I changed the name is the biggest lesson I've learned this year is how critical mindset is. And it is truly the differentiator from the people that are always excelling, regardless of the market, and those who only excel because of the market. It's your mindset. Like if you don't have a solutions mindset, you just are set to lose. You're going to let external forces control your reality. And I just don't believe in that. And that's really what I realized through those events this year. That's ultimately what I'm teaching is like how to reframe your mindset to where you can't lose.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna expand on mindset a little bit today because we came into this after the last call that we did. I think we called it the modern mortgage advisor, and we kind of defined the 8 pillars of the modern mortgage advisor. And last time when we asked people like, "Hey, what do you want to learn about?" People were like, "What one was we want to learn about modern marketing." So I thought, okay, let's go a little deeper on that. Before we go high level on stuff, how is your production right now? Like how many loans you going to close this month? Just give us a little snapshot into the
Um,
life of your business right now.
I forgot to check. We should close to 20 units this month. Last I looked, we were sitting at around 85 million. But we've got some bigger, we've got 6 sets of refi docs going out today that'll close next week. So yeah, we should end the month close to 90 million. And then that'll put me over, I should hit 110-ish by the end of the year.
Beautiful. So we got a $110 million producer here, guys. So he's doing a lot of volume. What do you think your percentage of refi versus purchase is right now? What's a guess on that?
Year to date, heavy, like 90+% purchase. We took advantage of the rates in August.
But
And
I'm
we
talking like
have
right now, this month,
right this minute,
like
I'd probably say 50-50 this month.
okay. And
Yeah.
and for everyone listening, I really want first of all, I'd love for people to let us know what percentage of your pipeline currently is purchase versus refi. I have been surprised with some of the interviews I've had with some really successful people. I mean, high performing, top 1% mortgage professionals. They're like doing no refis. Like, oh, I've done one refi this year. I've done 2 refis this year. And my message to anyone that's in that camp is, okay, you're successful, you're good, but you're not a client for life loan officer. Like
Mm-mm.
in every market, you should be doing refis. Clearly, if it's not a rate and term refi market, it shouldn't be 50%. But you should always be doing refis. And I find that is kind of a mindset topic. Like there are loan officers that like, I'm a purchase loan officer and I don't have time for refis. I don't care about refis. And I think that's a transactional mentality and it's a mindset mentality. And then I think the modern mortgage advisor is like, I'm the client for life loan officer. Like, I want to help you with purchase, and I also want to help you with optimizing whatever mortgage you have, whether it's debt consol, rate and term. What are your thoughts on that actually being a mindset pillar?
I think you put it really well. I think the people that say I don't do refis, I'm a purchase lender, they think of their customer, their client for life as the realtor. Um, and that's not a bad way to think, but you think of a realtor as your client because they send you referrals. but all of our clients can send us referrals too. So what I tell everybody is my goal is to make sure that everyone has the best mortgage possible. And I can't do that if I don't check up to see where they're at. That's why we do the mortgage reviews every 3 months on schedule. And then in August, it was kind of sleepless nights to see where everyone's at, because the truth of the matter is, if we aren't proactively talking to our clients to give them advice and show them whether they have the best mortgage currently or if they could be better, somebody else is. The amount of solicitations we are and will see through this next refi boom will be unmatched by any other, because there's been so much pent up demand for companies to make their money again. So I think being I don't look at it as, I don't think of myself as a refi loan officer or a purchase loan officer. I just think of myself as a mortgage advisor who wants to ensure that everyone has the best mortgage possible. And that's my mindset. Like, and I can only do that by making sure and checking on my clients.
Yeah. By the way, I haven't seen anybody put a percent in yet. I'm going to push a poll in a few minutes, but please, someone put in what percentage of your pipeline are refis currently. I want to get just a pulse check of this community, a pulse check of the industry on that. Um, so, okay, cool. So Sean, this, we build this as modern marketing, how to come learn about personal branding, learn about personal marketing. I'll come back to this after you share just high level. In your opinion, what is the difference between modern marketing and traditional marketing?
That's a really good question. I've been thinking about it a lot lately. The difference is that authenticity is marketing. Like, doing the right thing for people is the marketing now. Creating an incredible experience is the marketing. Nobody cares about your flyer, unless it's of value. Like, I'm doing a broker tour right after this, and I created my open house flyer. Nobody needs an open house flyer that has pictures of the house, the square footage, the bed bath count. That's why they're there. They've already seen that on the internet. So that flyer is of no value to anyone. And I believe that marketing is supposed to add value to people to create a transaction. And transaction could be exchange of contact information for something of value. I'm not going to give someone my phone number and email for photos of a house that I saw on Redfin, but I will if you show me a solution that'll help me buy this house. That's worth transacting over. And that's how I look at marketing. If I'm asking for someone's contact information, that is something of value. I need to give them something of value in exchange. That's a transaction.
Got it. And then, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and launch this poll right now. Uh, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, it should be sharing. Sean, do you see the poll?
Yep, I've got it.
All right, so you go ahead and check yours, Sean. We know what you're at. You're at like put
Yeah, it
more
won't
than
let me. It won't let me
50%.
do it. It just says close. I can't
Oh,
participate.
that's because you're a panelist.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
everyone else, oh, you know what? It is oh man, I think I screwed up this survey. Uh, I'm going to relaunch the poll. Boom. Now it should let you do it. Okay, guys, go ahead and check the option. Sean, there we go.
No, I can't. Yeah,
Um, so right now we got three people have said more than 50%. We've
yeah. It
got
won't let me do it.
16 people have said less than 10%. Uh, guys, let's get 50% of the group here participating. Uh,
Seen
give
that
me a
that
last push.
I
Go
bet
ahead,
the
Sean.
16% of people is I've gone out to my database and told them about refinance opportunities, but they said they want to wait for rates to go lower. And that was the advice we were giving to everyone was, you can refinance, but don't do it yet. Let's wait for rates to go lower. And then we realized that that was bad advice, not for some, or not for all, but for some, that was terrible advice. And so we had to shift how we approach that for conversation with our clients.
Yeah, so by the way, here's the results of the poll, Sean. So wow, 80% of the audience is less than 25% refis, and only, what is it? 17% is over 25%. What's your, think of yourself as a head of production or a leader, and everybody on this call is a loan officer who you want to bring leadership to. What are your thoughts when you see that?
Well, you got to, why not? Like, I don't understand. I think I've reached a level of frustration with our industry again. And those of you guys that don't know me, I have PTSD because I had to go broke from trying to get you guys to do more business and no one did it. So I didn't make any money. So that's why I became a loan officer. There's so much opportunity out there, and I don't understand why more people aren't getting after it. And like, for me, I don't care about hitting 100 million. I don't care about the trips that my company will take me on. Like, I want to have a fun life, and I've realized it takes money to do that. And so if it's out there and we can go get it, why aren't we getting after it harder? You know, like, there was such a massive opportunity in August and September, and that window closed this month. But, you know, I'm finding nobody did anything. Even people I have told, here on a platter, here's what I'm doing to help people refinance, to see the advantage of refinancing now, knowing they'll refinance again. Not everybody, but some people. None of them did anything with it. And I just, maybe I'm not, maybe people are so good with money that they don't need any, but there's so, I feel awful if we don't help more people. And helping people save money in an economy where everything has gotten more expensive seems like a really good idea. So I just want people to get after it. Like, that's all I've ever wanted for our industry, is to wake up literally fired up and ready to go. Like, Dave, I know Dave's morning routine. Dave's done this forever. He pours into us, what, 4 times a week on these calls. And he's fired up every morning as if it was his first day in the business. And that's how I feel. And I want everyone to feel that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm going to speak as though I'm your sales manager, and I do have real empathy. I would love for anyone on this call that's in that less than 25% camp to say why. Like, why is it less than 25% of your pipeline? So I'd love to hear some explanations on this, but I know that I've asked this question a lot of times, and what I hear most often, and I'm not going to quote a specific phrase, I'm going to tell you how I internalize what you say. And by the way, this is if you're super successful, like super successful, and you're hitting numbers, but it's all purchase. It's like, you love to hunt. You know, your realtor is your number one customer, and I love to hunt. I'm addicted to the hunt. And refis, it's a farming activity. Like, there's hunting and there's farming. And so building new relationships with realtors, getting new purchase business, it is hunting. It's a habit. And by the way, if you're killing it and you're hitting your goals, it's a really good habit. So don't turn down that habit. But refis, guys, those are relationships that you have. You are hunting for opportunities to save people money. It is a mentality, like Sean said, like, he really cares about the financial well-being of his customers. So if he could save people money, it's in their best interest. His values and his standards hold him accountable to getting after it and helping that customer save money. But I just want to push everyone on this call, because you all have different reasons why you're not doing it. I want you to think about all the reasons why you're not. And then my other question is, I want you to take your pipeline times 2. That's 50%. If 50% of your pipeline was refis, what's that worth to you personally? Like, I want you to, like, literally, like, kind of understand just how much financial opportunity you're giving up, because if it's not 40-60, 50-50, you have missed a massive opportunity. Now, the good news is we're at the very beginning of this refi cycle and this opportunity. So, like, we're in, like, top of the inning of a 9-inning refi market, and it's, top of the inning. And so you didn't do too well in top of the inning, but we're not even through the first inning. So it's not too late to upgrade your mentality and upgrade your actions. Anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, Danny just made a comment that I thought was good. A lot of the LOs can't compete or don't want to compete against the internet, which is crazy when I hear, since we are the trusted contact to most of our clients. That is a fear mindset. If you are unwilling to go and talk to your clients about a refinance because you're scared you're going to lose to the internet, you have a fear and scarcity mindset instead of being that trusted advisor. With rates moving up as much as they have over the
Oh, by
last
the way,
week.
Danny is talking to the third party. He's not necessarily
Yeah,
saying
not that that's his,
yeah.
right? No, totally. But like speaking to every, because there's a lot of people that feel that way. I'm not going to try because I'm scared I'm going to lose. That's a terrible way to live your life in anything you're doing. I'm not going to try because I'm scared. That's why people don't call realtors. I don't want to call that realtor and lose. I don't want to call my clients who trusted me with their home purchase because I'm scared I'm going to lose. And if you're losing a lot, the internet doesn't have the best rates, by the way, while we're talking about that. They just pretend to. And that's what Mortgage Coach is for. I love getting quotes from other people and I line them all up in Mortgage Coach and show people, hey, here's everyone side by side, full disclosure, full transparency. I still win. Like we got rid of all the nonsense and got to the root. I'm still the best. And by the way, I'm the only one of the 4 that was willing to do that for you. You can make it fun to beat people, to beat the internet. But if you're a trusted advisor and you're just giving it away, you're not an advisor anymore. You're an advisor on their home purchase, but you're not advising them moving forward. You're not lifetime. And I think that's where more of our value comes from. And it's more fun. And I do like hunting for refis. We prioritized our loans, our entire closed loan database from 2022 on by interest rate. And one by one, I went through and updated everyone's Mortgage Coach to see if there was a refi opportunity or not. And if there wasn't, I still told them there wasn't, because that's what an advisor would do. That is what we're doing this week. Because mortgage rates have moved up over the last 2 weeks, it's my job as an advisor to say, hey, everyone, just so you know, this is where we were, this is where we are today. Unfortunately, the window closed, but I want you to know this so that when it opens back up, I'll be the first person to tell you. Then people don't have to, like, if you empower people to trust you with their home financing from end to end, they don't need to go shop around for rates. They don't have to look for mortgage rates because they know you've got their back. And that's how we approach it.
Love it, brother. Well, good feedback. I am going to push another survey and actually 2. So hit these quick, everybody. But I want to get a feeling for what do you guys want to talk about? Like we are going to talk about modern marketing. We are going to talk about modern personal branding, but when you look at these pillars, I would love to know the audience that's on the call right now, and you look at the 8 pillars of a modern mortgage advisor: mindset, leadership, technology, advice, sales, personal branding, marketing, and money. Right now, top of mind, 25% of you have voted. I want to get a pulse check just to make sure, because we are going to have time to talk about more than just marketing and personal branding. And I think Sean's going to love this. I don't know that you can see the results, Sean, but
No, I
mindset
can't.
is winning, by the way.
Good, good.
31% want to talk about mindset. And it's so funny. We promoted this as modern marketing and personal branding. And right now, marketing is losing. Almost a dead last. Come on, guys, give me a last vote. Just click a button, top of mind. Don't analysis paralysis. You're not going to get counted if you don't vote now. All right, end of vote, share results. So consume that real quick, Sean.
Mindset, personal brand, sales, top 3.
All right, so I think given this, if people have questions about modern marketing, we're gonna like hit that really quick, and we're gonna continue. I mean, mindset is everything. We're gonna keep doing that, but we're gonna. I think we'll talk about modern sales more
I
than we
think
talk
modern,
about.
I think it'll fall into, to me, marketing is modern sales and modern personal branding. That is modern marketing.
Yeah, and then here's one last poll, guys. Uh, what is your best strength? Like if you're on this call, out of these 8 pillars, what do you personally excel at the most? What do you think is your superpower? And you can only vote for one. What is your superpower if you're on this call right now? I know what Sean Herrero voted. If he voted, I know what he would say his superpower is. I'm not even going to ask him. Come on, guys, let's get a vote. This is an easier question than the last one, so you should know your superpower. By the way, I'm pretty happy with the answers. Sean, any guesses on what's winning?
Uh, Advice.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. We're in the mortgage coach community here.
Did I win? Did I get it right?
See the results?
Sweet. I knew it. I got you guys
All
figured
right.
out.
Yeah. Well, and by the way, I'll give you a little hint when it comes to modern selling. One of the pillars of modern selling is you are an advice. Uh, when it comes to being a modern mortgage professional delivering advice with price, that's part of what differentiates those things. All right, so let's just knock out real quick because we put marketing in here.
Mhm.
Let's try not to spend more than, for sure, no more than 5 minutes. And if we can knock it out in 3 minutes, list out, in your opinion, what is modern marketing, and then we'll spend the rest of the call on mindset and branding and selling.
So I think the number one marketing tool that I personally use on a daily basis is my client experience. So the loan process. And I saw a podcast that these two guys were talking, and one guy was in a hotel room. And he's like, "Yeah, I can't remember the name of the hotel. It's just where I stay when I come to this event." And the other guy goes, "Oh, it's so remarkable you can't even remember the name." And that just stuck with me. Remarkable, right? Remark, like to speak of something. And so is your process, your client process from origination to closing in a remarkable experience? If it's not, you have to fix that, because people only talk about two things. They talk about something when it's unbelievably good or when it's bad. Nobody talks about the middle. Nobody remembers the middle. So your client experience is the best thing you have to market yourself, because it becomes a snowball effect where you help one home buyer and you impress two realtors. Now those two realtors are going to refer you, and that home buyer is going to refer you to their friends as well, because your experience was so incredible and so remarkable. Things can go wrong in the loan process, but you can still have a remarkable experience. So my homework to you guys would be, what does that look like? Like, create a remarkable experience. And that is the number one marketing tool you have. Realtors just start using you when you create something that makes them look good. Um, Mortgage Coach is obviously a big part of that for me, but it's part of the experience. It's not the experience.
Real quick, my 2 cents on modern marketing. Um, I'm gonna call out 3 bullet points, and I'm gonna use my slides to do it. But this picture of me right here was a photo shoot for a brochure that I created in 1992, and I think I spent $25,000 for the brochure. It was with Hobbs and Herter, and they did this full elaborate photo shoot. This dude right here, like anybody that went to high school with me in college and really knows me, like they're like, who is this dude? I was dressed up to look like someone whose advice made a difference. I had the gold watch, I had the Mont Blanc pen. I'm not necessarily the gold watch and the Mont Blanc guy, for sure not today, and really not then either. I was dressed apart. Like I was, dressed apart. And I had this camera shot. It was $25,000. And guys, that was modern marketing back then, full color. But guys, we live in an era now where that is no longer modern marketing. Like modern marketing, and I'm going to show 2 things. Well, personal branding. One, big spend is not modern marketing. Created with an iPhone is modern marketing. Big personality. I was trying to be a big personality. This was back when a lot of people don't know who Walter Stanford was, but he was like the top realtor in Long Beach. And, he had all these things. It was big spend, billboards, advertising. It's the opposite of that. So modern marketing has gone from direct mail to email to now what Sean said, omni-channel. Just like everything you do, every way you communicate in a multi-channel way is modern. It's gone from produced content, like what I was showing you from 1992 was highly produced, to, and if you follow Sean, he's creating content daily. Now he's mainly like a Instagram guy, but I mean he's Instagram, text, and email. And then also modern marketing, it's not promotional, it's valuable, hyper personal, and local advice. Like this is modern marketing. Any bullet points I've missed there, Sean? Anything you want to add to that?
No, I think you hit go back to your picture because I want you guys to understand the new version of this picture, the new version of the gold watch and the Mont Blanc pen is your super fancy camera and your fancy lights and your fancy microphones that we think are what people care about. And nobody cares about any of that. I have a bucket full of fancy cameras right behind my desk. And I record everything on this now because it's better, it's easier. And people don't want overly produced because if you're overproducing anything, it's disingenuous. And I think the world has become a place of freedom. So I used to have to dress up and I had the fancy watch, but just like Dave, that wasn't me. And more than ever, we get to be ourselves and people will work with people they can relate to. So, the more we think about, okay, I can start to market once I have X, like then we already lost. Like we just have to
Yeah.
start doing it because we are who we are. And there are people out there that want to work with you. They just haven't gotten the opportunity to meet the real you yet.
Yeah. And by the way, here's just a flash of,
Yeah.
what was old school traditional marketer to, hey, I'm wearing a logo shirt, that's
Mhm.
wearing the mission that I'm on. And because sometimes I go on stage, I'll put on a jacket, but most of the time I don't have a jacket. Like that's the difference between traditional and modern marketing. So, guys, we'll have plenty of time for Q&A. We got 30 minutes left. So any questions that you have for Sean, put them in chat. So let's see. I think we've talked about enough mindset. I think we could keep weaving in mindset wherever it makes sense, and then we can kind of close out with mindset. Let's get into modern sales. Like, what is the
Okay.
difference between traditional sales and modern sales in your opinion?
Yeah. That's an easy one for me because I always say I'm not in sales, I'm in service. So the difference of modern sales is being in service. It is acting on for the benefit of others instead of yourself. That is what modern sales is. Like telling someone they should not refinance, even though they could save $100 or $200 a month. And you're saying, I don't think you should do that. And here's why. That is putting others in front of yourself. A lot of people would say, oh, you should have sold them on refinancing now. No, you shouldn't. It's not doing the right thing for people. So I think that's the difference. It's become service. And we're in a service-based industry, not a sales industry, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I wanna pull something up on my mobile phone real quick. Because there's a lot of lessons that you guys can get from what I'm going to show you on my mobile phone right now on what is modern selling. And Sean, any guesses on what I'm going to show on my mobile phone here in a minute?
No, I don't know. I feel
Oh,
like I'm
actually,
good.
I gotta plug it in. So by the
While
way,
you do that, so
modern sales is having a device plugged in and knowing how in the heat of a conversation to share it on Zoom. Using Zoom
yeah.
is a modern selling tool. Being able to do this and
Oh,
and show a device. And so guys, let's look at this. Let's just unpack this. First of all, authentic Sean Herrero. He's got his hat on backwards. Uh, he's in finance. And he's got two really clean value props. The most authentic real estate advice, which if you know Sean, you follow Sean, like that is valuable to the consumer. That is uniquely who Sean is. And then I help renters become homeowners. Like those are like two hallmark things that Sean does better than anyone else. Thoughts on that, Sean?
yeah, those are my people. So you know what, if you try to be heard by everyone, you won't be heard by anyone. So you have to figure out who you serve best, and that's who you market to. Um, Most of the people who choose me are first-time home buyers, veterans, do a lot of work with first responders because there's relatability there. So if those are the people that choose me, I'm going to make sure more of those people hear me and see me, and that's who my content's going to speak to. I'm not the let me show you how to buy your seventh 4-unit building guy. I can do that. I definitely will help people with that, but it's not what I market because I want to speak to a relatively small audience. But when you think of how big these small audiences are, like I help renters become homeowners. There's a lot of renters out there. It just makes it makes people know what you do instead of saying I do everything. I don't know what that means. Doing everything doesn't relate to me.
Yeah. God, I was looking for a book that I am currently reading. I don't know where I have it. Anyways, I want you guys to think of something. I'm going to pull this app back up again and show Sean's Instagram. And so modern selling, just to break it down, there's a clear value prop. No matter where you're at with the consumer, like if the consumer sees Sean on Instagram, this is value prop. I can assure you, if you follow him and you look at his content, this is woven into that. And if he's meeting someone and he's having a conversation with them, these value props are woven into that. And then all the things that we see here, like some of it's just a day in the life of Sean Herrero. You're getting to know him as a dad. You're getting to know him as a husband. You're getting to know him as a leader in the real estate industry. You get to know him as a leader in the mortgage industry. Like you're like leader, authentic, and he is highly valuable if you're a renter that wants to become a homeowner. And if you just want authentic real estate advice, like this is a dude that you got to follow. But now here's the deal. Like this is all like the spark that starts the conversation. These are the sparks that get people to connect to him. But he's delivering advice. He's using Mortgage Coach at scale. How many total cost analysis have you created?
I don't know. Does it say in here?
Yeah, why don't you pull it up? Pull up your screen real quick. Because
Okay.
remember, if he is not a mortgage coach and is not constantly there you go. Look at that, guys.
3,500,
3,532.
34,000 views.
And then look at that. 34,000 views. That means he averages 10 views per TCA. Now, by the way, he's not getting 10 per TCAs. He's probably got some that he used as a marketing solution, and it's just gotten clicked on a whole lot. But look at this.
Yeah, it's and the video thing's easier than it's ever been. Every single one has a video now, and they constantly get updated just because of how simple that's gotten. If you here's something I'll say: if you guys are sending out Mortgage Coach without a video explanation, um, you're not giving good advice, because you have to. Someone seeing that for the first time, they're not going to know what to do with it, and they don't know the level of depth that's available to them to understand how their money works. So a little 1 minute, hey, this is what I wanted to show you. Let's jump on Zoom so I can walk you through this, will make a huge impact in your business, I promise.
Yeah, no, I can't. I put a big plus on that. By the way, that is both modern marketing, that is modern selling, that is modern personal branding, putting a video on it, using video. I'm gonna put a poll up here in a minute, and I'm gonna ask everybody. I'm gonna make the poll when I'm not talking here in a minute, but it's gonna be something to the effect of how often are you using video? And I'm gonna do daily, weekly, monthly, never, or here and there, never. And I want you guys to answer that, and then there'll be a little lesson around that because video is such an important part of pretty much everything that surrounds optimizing your success in this market today. While I'm putting that poll together, Sean, why don't you share a little bit in terms of how you're using Mortgage Coach right now in this market? Because we've got both a purchase market, we've got a
Mm-hmm.
refi market. What are some of the most common ways you're giving advice in this market? Any lessons you want to
Yeah,
deliver on that?
I'll show you a couple. Let's see.
And guys, put any questions you have. We definitely have time to get to some questions. I've got a few more things I want to make sure we hit, but we will have time
So
for audience Q&A.
So this is for the broker tour or open house that I'm doing right after this. Super beautiful house, just hit the market yesterday. So again, me putting together a flyer of photos of the house with bed, bath count, and square footage, nobody cares. That's why they're there. The internet has already provided that information. So me giving them that with me co-branded is of no value to them. So I want to add value. And the way I think we add value is by speaking to people's fears and concerns. So when people walk into this home that's listed for 850,000, it'll probably go over a million, right? It's just the market that it's in. They list low. It's listed for 850. It's going to be super busy. It's a good price point for first-time buyers in the San Francisco Bay Area. people are going to walk in and be like, dang, I wonder how much I'm going to have to pay for this house. And they're going to go, I don't want to pay $50,000 more than the seller wants, right? I don't want to pay more than their asking price. So what I show people is how to speak to that. And realtors, this creates engagement for the realtors at the open houses when we're not there. So if the home's listed at 850 and they were going to pay 25,000 over list, not ask, and you have to make sure they understand the difference between a list and an ask price. Your monthly payment's $155 more per month. So is it worth losing the house over $25,000 in price? Yes. I'm not doing that. I'm not giving them 25,000 more than they asked. Okay, fair point. Is it worth losing the house over $155 per month? No. It's the same question, but we framed it in a way where we're saying, not what does the house cost, but what does the house cost you? And the out of pocket with 20% down goes up by roughly 5,000. So this is how I show them how to find their offer price with confidence. If they want to go 50,000 over, it's 300. If they go 100,000 over, it's 600. So that is one way of speaking to people's thoughts and concerns that they may not have even verbalized. So like I printed it out. So I printed out, put it in a flyer stand. People walk around the open house and it creates maybe some confusion. Like, hey, what is this? I don't understand this. And people go, oh, it's confusing. Why would you put a flyer out that's confusing? Well, now they need us. Like, hey, realtor, what is this thing about list price and overlist? I just created a conversation for the realtor to get to have a conversation with a potential client. And they're going to show them something that no other realtor would have shown them. And if you want more information, what's your phone number? I'll send you the link to this flyer. And there's a video from my lender that explains it in more detail than I can. And they have their phone like this and they go, oh, my number's 925, whatever. And now they have their contact information. It was a transaction. I want something of value, your contact information, and they want something of value. I want to understand this offer strategy more because I've always been scared to pay over list and I just was misunderstanding how it worked this whole time. That's a transaction. It's something of value for something of value.
Would you, would you mind sharing a link to this? Someone asked if you could play one of your videos. I'm going to share my screen and share a few things. By the way, guys, the link is in chat now, so you can click on that, use that as a lesson. That's a great takeaway. If you're watching this on our YouTube video, this will be up in YouTube shortly after the call, and put this on pause. This is something that everybody should know how to do. And I want to remind you that every single Wednesday and every single Thursday, we have live training. If you go to our 10X page, trustengine.com/10X, and scroll down, you can sign up for the Wednesday and Thursday training where we teach strategies, how to use Mortgage Coach. Every Monday, we do a demo on Mortgage Coach and we teach people how to create their first few TCAs. So every Monday, there's a demo and we teach you how to do it. Anything else you wanted to add here?
Somebody said, can you explain the 50,000 over ask being 0 monthly difference? So when you're looking at monthly difference, it's comparing to the highest price point. So if you paid the list price, you would save $311 versus paying 50,000 more. At $155, I'm sorry, 25,000, it's $155 more than paying higher. You could flip that and have it be like, this would say 311 as a red bar graph. Blue's the most trusted color and I don't want to, and red is caution or stop. So I like keeping the color scheme as it is. But again, Nick asked that question. He's a mortgage advisor. That means that it should work. And I'm going to have open house visitors ask my realtors or asking me those questions I'm at the open house.
Hey, could you go to the advice engine real quick where this is? I want to make sure everybody knows, because sometimes you want to show, go to the analyze, pull that one up, and then go to analyze, and then click. He's going to change it right there. No, just change the benchmark, the monthly benchmark.
So monthly benchmark. So now it's red.
There you go.
Right. So
there you go.
And if we pop
you
back
see
open,
that, and now it's going to show fear of loss. And so by the way, sometimes on a refi total cost analysis, you'll want to show people how much they're losing by not refinancing. So always just, think advice. By the way, modern selling is also being an advisor. And the only time that you're really crossing a line of what I would call ethical selling is when you're trying to manipulate someone to doing something that's not in their best interest, and
And that's what's great about mortgage
you're
coaches.
putting
It
your
prevents you from
interest
doing that.
in front of the consumer's interest, and that is manipulation. That's not cool. But if you're showing someone something and you're just trying to make it more clear for them to make a decision, that's modern selling. At least I think. Sean, you agree with that?
No, I totally do. And that's why I love using mortgage coaches, because it forces you, you're not able, you can't trick somebody into doing something that may not be to their benefit, because mortgage coach makes the numbers speak for themselves. So case in point. So we'll like on a refinance. So this is a refinance strategy. This person closed on their refinance yesterday. They were at 7.375 and I refinanced them maybe 5 or 6 months ago to the exact same interest rate that they have now or had, just because they needed to get some money out of their equity to pay their property taxes. That to me speaks to the economy. You have to refi just to access equity to pay property taxes the exact same rate you have. That's the economy. So when the opportunity came to save them more money, like they were the first people I thought of when rates went down. So I said, you guys can save $800 a month by refinancing. Oh, wait, this is wrong. Something's off on here. Property taxes. Well, they could save more money, but more importantly, the break-even point was 7 months out. If you stay in your existing mortgage for more than 7 more months, your cost would exceed your refinance costs. Your interest costs will exceed your refinance costs. Do you think that rates will come down enough to refinance again within the next 7 months? No. Okay, then we should do this one now, and then we'll do the other one later. And they ended up taking cash out, and that's why these numbers are off a little bit. But
Yeah.
this is
And
the most
scroll
important
down
thing.
a little bit more. Scroll down a little bit more. Yeah, and then you're also seeing the savings over a 5-year period of time.
Yeah,
And
so I
again,
shortened it because, yeah, so they're going to save
modern selling.
$30,000 in interest.
Sorry, we're talking over each other. Apologize for that, Sean. But I want you guys all to write that down. Modern selling is showing the benefit over time, and vision casting a time that matters to that client. Transactional selling, traditional selling, is features and benefits. You do it modern. And then, by the way, part of modern is transparency, showing people the transparency over longer periods of time. That's modern. Old school selling is lack of transparency. Uh, okay, cool. So I want to push another, or stop sharing your screen, Sean. And when you share it again, think of a video that you could show on your screen. Make sure you click the button so the video plays on everybody else's screen. But think of a video that people can listen to real quick. And when I bring you back, I'm going to have you share that. Keep the questions coming, guys. And then here is the poll question. How often do you create videos? Daily, weekly, monthly, sometimes, never. Be honest. So, like, how often are you creating videos? Sean, how often are you doing it?
At least 10 times a day,
Yeah,
at
I'm not
least.
doing it 10 times a day, but I'm doing multiple videos daily. And let me list out some of the videos. I'm doing text videos. We're just in a text message. There's a video. Sean and I send a text video back and forth at least monthly. And then sometimes, like once we do it, there'll be like 3 days where we're text videoing back and forth. But monthly, we're firing each other up about our morning routines. I send text video to people in the sales process and in the relationship building process. All right. By the way, 67% voted. Thank you, everybody. And here are the results. So, Sean, put on your sales management hat and give people some thoughts.
I think the reason we're probably not sending videos is because we don't like how we look and we don't like how we sound and we don't have the fancy light and the fancy microphone. And those are all the wrong reasons to do it. So the video I'll show you guys has none of that.
By the
And
way,
you just have
you
to,
assume that, Sean. You assume that. I'm not going
I
to say you're
am,
wrong, but I want
I am,
for all the people that said sometimes. Well, first of all, monthly is not enough. For everybody that did monthly, sometimes or never, which is 65% of the audience, 65% of you aren't doing it. Why not? Give me a tweet. Give me a why not in chat. I want to see this. So Vicky said what Sean said. I don't want to see myself or hear my voice. Thank you, Vicky. Appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
Well, just, come on, guys. One person, Vicky, is the only one who has told us why. I don't. Oh, someone put it and then deleted it. Um,
So,
it's in my head. Thank you. Lack of good content, people, nervousness. Content is too scripted. Trying to understand my personal brand, guys. This is killer. And by the way, this is going to make it valuable for you to just in the world of emotional IQ. If you can name it, you can tame it. Like if you can name the emotion that you're feeling and know it, you can tame that emotion that you're feeling. So there's a lot of value you're getting by just calling out, like, what's the fear that's holding you back, sharing it publicly. Keep it coming, guys. I need to be part
so
of my.
Michael, I'm not going to give you the compliance approval thing. Um, we all know what we can and can't talk about. And if you're recording videos within Mortgage Coach, the APR is spot on, the fees are spot on. It's as compliant as I can get. And I'm not advertising within Mortgage Coach. That's a one-to-one, right? I don't worry about compliance because I know what I can and can't say. And someone else, so proper scripting. I feel like this is a good segue into personal brand. Because that's what a lot of this is.
Let's go. Well, play
right?
a bit. Well, first of all, play a video.
Okay.
Pull up and play a
Okay.
video so we could just get an example. And the two videos that for the 65% that haven't done it, I'm going to push you today. I want you to push a text video, just whatever phone you have, could be a family member, could be whatever, and just do a text video. And I'm gonna do one for Sean real quick here, just so you guys can see how easy this can be. Um, so I know what I'm gonna want to say to Sean. So look at that, guys. I'm just gonna say like, hey Sean, really, really appreciate the time you take out of your day-to-day job to jump on this community and give value. Dude, I just couldn't be more grateful for you. Appreciate you, man. That was 10 seconds, everybody. And just tell me like a thank you, like a sincere thank you that's not bullshit. You met with a realtor today that took time for you. Say thank you to someone with a video, less than 15 seconds. Just net out a thank you with a text video to someone. That's one idea. And then for all you mortgage coaches, Sean's going to show you another idea that you could do today. Sean, show him.
Do it. All right. Make sure the audio's good here. Okay, so this is a Mad Dash pre-approval I did Sunday morning. In a sweatshirt, bags under my eyes, terrible lighting, kid watching TV in the background. But me explaining what I'm sending to somebody I've never met is more important than what I look like. So here's the video.
Good morning, Zach. Hope you're doing well. Thanks again for filling out the loan application so quickly. So we have pre-approved. I took up to 950 with 15% down. I'll explain that in a sec. But when you use just your applied medical income, there was another source of income we may or may not need. I just need more documentation. If you want to push higher in price with a higher monthly payment, then I would build that in. And then we also have your rental income that we could use as well. For now, I kept it super simple. I took it at 750 with 20% down, 850 with 20% down. Then I modeled 950 with 15% down because you qualify and it gives us more leverage. A lot of people try to avoid mortgage insurance, but the mortgage insurance costs have really come down pretty substantially. In this example, it's $80 a month and it falls off once you have 20% equity. So mortgage insurance can be a great tool to get you into the house you want, knowing that your monthly payment will come down later. That being said, what's most important to me is that we find your comfort zone in monthly payment and cash out of pocket. So we're really focused on those two things, and that'll tell us your ideal price point. So let me know if you have any questions today. I'm happy to jump on a call. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Cheers.
That's it. Nothing.
Boom.
Nothing special happening there.
Yeah, stop sharing real quick. So guys, that's one for all you mortgage coaches. One video today. Who's going to do it? Give us a little reaction. Give me a little thumbs up. Who is going to do a mortgage coach video today? And even if you're someone that already does it, you can give us a thumbs up. Hell yes. So Sean, we're making impact.
Yeah, good.
And then here one person said, "What is a text video?" So no problem. I got you. I'm a modern mortgage executive, and I'm going to show you on my phone. It's where I go to Sean. See this little plus sign? For anyone that has Apple, you just hit that little plus sign. I could have already taken a camera and done it, but I just did it on the whim. So I just hit camera and then Sean, this is how you create a text video. So whoever's looking, talk into the screen, give eye contact, don't have the phone like this, look at the phone. Remember the camera's up top. So be looking in the eye, stop. If I didn't like it, I could retake it. I liked it. Send. Text video, guys. So give me a thumbs up. Who on this call is going to do a text video today? Give us a little thumbs up. Not quite as many mortgage coaches, but I'll take it. All right, we're moving the needle. Everybody's becoming a little bit more of a modern mortgage advisor. And here's the thing, guys. And Sean, I want you, like we're going to the last 8 minutes. Let's close everybody on this. One, you're going to have more influence with the people that you connect with. Two, you're going to have more connection with people. Like if I am off camera right now and I'm talking to you right now, like, am I connecting with you? Like you have to have the camera on to connect with someone. And so if you have the chance to put a little video, put on the camera, have a personal connection, and then here's the other thing, it saves you time. Like it's actually faster to do a little 10-second, 15-second video. And then for people that are dyslexic and ADD like me, you can't misspell words. Like you'll never misspell a word with a video. So anything you want to do to put a case for everyone to take action on what we shared today?
Yeah, just on the personal brand, because we didn't get to that. But everyone's looking for their personal brand externally. You are your personal brand. Your videos are your personal brand. The sooner you start putting out videos, the sooner you will find your personal brand. It's not this unknown thing we have to go search for, create, and figure out our color scheme for our logo. Your logo isn't a personal brand. It's just you. And so that's what video does. Video is the only way you will ever find personal brand. You cannot create personal brand without video. I have on my board, I have 2 videos I need to make. One for initial disclosures to explain 3 documents in our package that seem to be the most confusing every time. And sometimes people sign before I can get to them and it messes up their client experience. I need to make that video. And then I'm doing one to review the closing disclosure. Those 2 videos will take me maybe 30 minutes in total to record and edit. But moving forward, when I just have that auto pasted into a signature in my Outlook and I click send, I don't have to type anymore, to Dave's point. So it's going to save me time and it helps give them better advice sooner. There's just little things like that you can do. And like Dave's given great examples of just text message videos, right? If somebody said they're scared to reach out to realtors, where was that? Well, we all are, right? I don't want to cold call a realtor, but I will gladly go, hey, realtor, just wanted to reach out. I would love to meet with you and show you what I'm doing for open houses. Is there a good time to connect? And text that. I'm not scared of that. Like it removes that fear of rejection. But your personal brand is your videos. Like there's no other way to create it. That's just, I don't know what else to say. That's the bottom line. And we're doing our clients a disservice by not explaining, Mortgage Coach is complex. There's a lot there. It's like drinking from a fire hose. We're doing them a disservice if we just send them that link without any context. You're doing people you haven't met a disservice because in your heart, you need to believe that you are the best mortgage advisor that they could work with. And by you not making videos to give them the opportunity to meet you in person, on Instagram, YouTube, in your email campaigns, wherever you want it to be, you're doing them a disservice. Because if you think you're the best at this job, you need to make sure everybody knows you're the best at this job. So, yeah, trying to look at some.
So let me go. You're going to get the last word, Sean, but let me net a few things out for you guys. So first of all, what are your 2 statements, your 2 value propositions? Sean's got 2, the most authentic real estate advice, and I help renters become homeowners. And then you'll notice this is modern marketing, this is modern selling, this is personal branding. He's got a link tree. You click on that. Oh, First Home IQ. He's a First Home IQ ambassador. He's like, he not only makes a lot of money, he saves money, he invests money, He teaches people about money. You know, he's a modern mortgage IQ ambassador. So make sure if you don't know about that, go check it out. So so that's a little checklist. And then let's net this out. I want everyone to get action from this. So in 2000 or 1992, like this was my personal brand. This is what I was shooting for. Today, I am still going hard with my advice makes a difference. It's one of the reasons why I interview top producers all the time. Not only am I putting great one-to-many content out there that's helping everybody, like there is no executive in the technology space that understands the problems, the opportunities of a mortgage professional like I do. Like I am closer to the street than other executives in mortgage tech. So, I mean, not only am I creating content at scale, I am able to, help our team innovate better. This is Sean's, two value props. He's using mobile devices. He's a first home IQ ambassador. So here's a call to action for everyone. I'll put a link down below. I want you to go to modernmortgageiq.com. This is a community of top 1% leaders in the space. Check it out. Go through the free assessment. You can just go through this free assessment process. Takes you about 5 minutes. Sean's been through it. And it will tell you on a scale of 1 to 5, being a level 5, where are you at on mindset? Where are you at on leadership? Where are you at on technology? For those of you that want to, become a member, click here. There's a $500 discount for the first 100. I think we've already got over 20 people that have signed up, but go check that out. Sean, we got 2 minutes, closing thoughts, anything you want to share with folks? Any questions you see that didn't get answered?
Yeah, well, there was one that, where'd it go? I just lost my chat. Basically, if we circle back to mindset, everyone was brave enough to write their fear of making video in this text, the only way to overcome that is having a stronger mindset to go do things that aren't comfortable. The only way we grow is by doing things that are uncomfortable. So go do it. Like that's what my advice is to you is be fed up with feeling that way and overcome that feeling.
And you will save time. You will create more impact. You really will become more valuable to the community that you serve. So guys, give Sean a reaction. What'd you think of today's call? I loved it. So it gets a heart from me. Thank you everybody who took time to listen to this. If you're on YouTube, all the links that we mentioned will be down below in the show notes. For anyone that wants to watch any of this a second time, go to YouTube. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe today. We're closing in on, is it 30,000 or is it 25,000? Anyways, we got a big number coming on YouTube. So please share the Mortgage Coach YouTube link. I can't remember what the benchmark is, but I know we're closing in on a new milestone of the number of followers of our YouTube channel. What is that number? Sean, guess how many members we have? Oh, yep, 25,000. We're at
Nice.
like 24,884 or
That's
something like that.
incredible.
So less than 150 more subscribers, and we will be at the 25,000 mark. So, guys, let's share the Mortgage Coach YouTube channel. Sean Herrero, thank you, brother.
Much
Appreciate
love.
you. Much
See you
love.
soon.
Take care.
Bye, you
Cheers.
guys.